You're listening to the Brock Talk. Today we're going to be talking about why nothing works unless you do. We hear about these ideas or see these products and think they're going to make the difference, but the only difference that is made is with the work that we put in. That's what we're talking about today. Welcome to episode 11. All right. How we doing, everybody? Thank you for tuning in. Welcome back to another episode of the Brock Talk. This is episode 11. I'm so glad you're with me here today. Before we get any farther, please hit follow on Spotify. If this is on Facebook or anywhere, hit like, hit share. Wherever you can react, however you can react, please do it because that helps me out. That gives me feedback and it grows this platform. I also want to say that I appreciate everyone who reached out to me about congratulating me about losing weight and my journey and things like that. And I'm so glad people were kind of inspired by it and kind of took things away from it. That is all I want out of this platform, of course, is to educate, inspire, and entertain. And I'm glad I could do all of those things with the last episode. That is awesome. Speaking of last episode, if you've yet to listen to it, if this is the first episode or the next episode you haven't listened to the past one, go listen to it because it's an awesome one. All right, so let's get right into today's topic. It's going to kind of be based off of last week too. So again, if you haven't listened to it, go listen to it. But like I said in the intro, we're going to be talking about how nothing works unless you do, and I'm going to apply that to more so the health, the fitness, the diet-based stuff, because that's what I know. It's what I do. It's what I eat and breathe. So I'm just going to talk about what I know, right? But of course, I feel this type of scenario and these things that I'm talking about can be applied to pretty much anything. So take it as is and take it from it and apply it to your lifestyle and your situations. So the topic of the day is talking about what it means when you hear nothing works unless you do. It is a very, very simple quote, a simple phrase, but it has a lot of depth and meaning behind it. And it's as true as anything. Nothing works unless you do. You see a hammer over in the corner, that's just a piece of steel. When you apply it in the right application, it can build a house. It can build other things. It can also destroy things. It's not what we do or what we use, it's how it's being done or how it's being used that really is the true nature of success, right? Now, if you take that same philosophy and apply it to your life, you can really start to grow and develop with that bit of understanding. If you want to live a healthy and successful fitness-based lifestyle, you have to put in the work. You have to obviously do the research and get the right things in place, but those things will only work unless you dedicate and put in the time. Now, I don't mean you can't place your success in other things, things help you, people help you, but it is true as anything is the person that put in the work is one that should be given the most, what's the term I'm looking for? Like the most praise, right? I see this all the time in the health and fitness industry is people put all their laurels and success into like a product or a service or things like that. And oftentimes they don't understand is that program or that diet, it helped you, but you did the work. You put the dedication towards it. You made sacrifices. You were consistent. You did it, right? I try to tell my athletes that all the time is when they see success, they thank me or they thank another coach or they thank the program, and that's awesome. But at the same time, I need to tell them and let them understand that you did it. I feel sometimes people want to be too humbled. They don't want to take credit for a lot of things, and in some regards, yeah, like you don't want to be like too cocky and arrogant. Like thank the people that helped you out, but like you did the work. And I feel we will always be satisfied and have a sense of gratitude when we understand that. Like, we're not doing this because of other outside factors, or we shouldn't do it because of other outside factors. We should do it because we want to, and we are dedicated to it. Now, again, on the flip side, when you look at it, I see so many people, they program hop, like workout to workout or diet to diet, or they give the excuses to certain aspects, right? So it's giving praise to certain aspects, yes, that help you out, which is okay. But when you give excuses to certain aspects, it's all kind of in line with the same thing. Is like, no, you didn't do the work. You either did or you didn't. It's that funny thing of people like to either, again, give praise or give excuses. And the fact of the matter is like, you have to look yourself in the mirror. You have to take responsibility and take action for what you did or did not do. Now, yes, there could be factors that are outside of our control, but I say this a lot. If you focus on what you're in control of and the attitude that you have, oftentimes you're not going to be left regretful or doubtful or anything like that. You're going to be satisfied. If you're consistent, if you're hard at work, and if you just take one day at a time and really just take all the factors that you have control with and really apply yourself, you will see success. Whether that is like real success, like win or loss, or gained experience. Because that's all it is. That's all life is you either win or you learn. No matter what the outcome, we should always take things from it, learn from things, and grow ourselves in bigger, broader ways. So turning back and relating this more to health and fitness, there is a lot of gimmicky stuff out there. There's a lot of stuff that prides itself on given results, right? Like, you do this, it'll get you to this. And most oftentimes, you got to read between the lines, okay? You got to read the fine print and really see if they're just selling you something or are they selling you results. And if you're around it long enough like I am, you can see between the bullshit. And there's usually telltale signs, right? If there's not a lot of effort involved in it, if you just will take something and magically change, odds are that is false. There is not a lot of things out there in the world that you can just get by with. You know, there's another quote I say a lot is, you don't fall on the mountain of success. You know, you don't fall to the top. You have to climb there. You have to put in the effort. You have to dedicate yourself, and you have to literally make an effort if you want to really see true results. Now, I know there are some things out there that can give you surface level results, like I like to call them. Okay, they give you kind of an instant reaction. They make you feel a little bit better right at the beginning. You maybe lose a couple pounds or lose a couple inches, or you see, again, surface level results. But they are oftentimes not sustainable and not really deep results. You know, they're not going to get you to 10, 20, 30 pounds in, right? Now, if they do, you know, if things help you, obviously that means they're solid. But like I said earlier, those were not the things that did that work. You did. You made an effort, you know? There are a lot of things out there that if you spend enough time and stay consistent enough, you'll see results, you know? They might take a little bit longer than others, which in reality, it's a long game anyways. Like, if you want to see true good fitness results, if you want to lose a good quantity of poundage, or if you want to change your body composition a certain way, or if you just want to live healthier in general, it's going to take a process of time. But again, it's because you did it, not the product. Now, the cool thing about fitness is there's a lot of things out there that we can enjoy with. You know, there is a lot of things that truly help with success. And I get asked a lot, like, what do you recommend as far as a diet goes, or what do you recommend as far as a fitness program goes? I always say this, and people say this in the health and fitness field that are very, very good. They say the best diet is the one that you're going to be consistent with and be satisfied with. And what I mean by that is something that obviously you can retain with for long periods of time, you can do for a long duration, and you enjoy doing it in the same process. It makes no sense going to the gym and hating your life and being there only for the results of image, right? You're not going to sustain that for a long period of time. Even if you do see results, you're either not going to see results, or you're going to see results in a short time span, like a couple years, but you're not going to be there for the long haul. So you have to find things and situations that, yes, the proof is in the pudding. You know, they work, or they can aid in working if you apply yourself to it, but they can also be ones that help you and keep you in a good, happy, calming mindset. Because that is truly what I feel is what health really means. It's not pure fitness and performance. It's not the numbers of cholesterol and like the chemical reaction in your body. It is what's happening between the ears. It's the satisfaction that you're getting from it. And then that satisfaction usually radiates out into your life. If you're happier with who you are internally and how you feel, that'll radiate into your job. That'll radiate into your family life and into your hobbies. And soon enough, the work that you've put in just with your health makes better work for your overall life. But going back to it, nothing works unless we do. If we want to see those things and these results, we have to apply the work in order for that to happen. We don't fall to the top. We climb there. You can't fall to the top. If you've ever fell anywhere, it wasn't the top. You might fall into a little bit of success here and there. You might get lucky. You might get a break. But that's not going to be every time. You can't rely on that. You can't rest on that. You have to work. No matter what it is you do, no matter what it is you want to do, finances, your life, your hobbies, your occupation, your goals, you have to work towards it. Now, you could develop a great plan, and I always encourage people that. Plan. Organize, have structure, have a base to rely upon. But when we want to continue to build off that base, you have to work. You know, you have to pick up that hammer in the corner from earlier and apply it. You have to work on it. Otherwise, it's just a hammer. Otherwise, that plan that you writ up is just words on paper. It doesn't mean anything unless you use it and you apply yourself to it and you dedicate yourself to it. An exercise regime, a fitness plan, all it is words and junk if you don't make the effort for it. Now, yes, there's a lot of fluff out there. There's a lot of people just trying to sell you something. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. But if you want results, the real things that are going to give you results, they're not going to fill you full of lies. They're going to tell you the truth. And that's something I'm really growing to as I get older, you know, as I'm pushing 30. I'm starting to realize that there's a lot of bullshit out there. And I hope I'm a person that doesn't give bullshit to people. I want to be honest. I want to be transparent. And those are kind of places I'm putting myself in, you know, within my jobs and in my life. So I'm radiate. I radiate what I believe. I don't feel there's things out there that piss me off, and that's because I don't feel they're holding true to their clients and to their clientele. Like, if you feel you really believe that you can just take a supplement or take a certain food eat a certain kind of food and just miraculously you are fitter or healthier. I think that is bullshit. And science oftentimes agrees with that. There's no magic pill. There's no magic supplement. You have to do the work, people. If you really, really want to see results within your body, within yourselves, you have to be in for the long haul, okay? You have to strap in and take the ride. Take the climb. You got to climb to the top. And you got to do the work because nothing works unless you do. Now, I get it. It's hard to know what will work and what won't work unless you just go through it and go through the process. And this is usually when I tell people, it's like, yeah, because you're doing that because you're going on your own, you know? You're taking the journey alone. And at times that can be okay. But most of the time, if you want true results, you're going to find someone who knows more than you at that certain thing, and you're going to let them help you. You're going to seek help. You're going to seek guidance. And hopefully, if you really believe in what you're trying to accomplish, that's valuable to you. You see value in other people, and then you give them that value back, which is usually either with your time or more oftentimes with your pocket. And that's the tricky thing because things cost money. How do we know if they're going to be worth it or not? Because there are things out there that purely are just taking your money. There's also things out there that are valuable that people squawk at because of that. And it all harps over the fast tracking, you know? And this is the shit I hate. Being from the fitness field, I see it a lot. People will look at a gym membership price and a service because that gym membership has quality training, quality coaches. They give you a quality service. So it's a bit of a premium. And people bitch at that all the time. Like your gym costs multiple hundreds of dollars a month just to come to? That is ridiculous. I could go down the street and pay for a gym membership for $10 a month, $20 a month, not hundreds of dollars. It's like, okay. But you're only going to get out what you put in. Both as your time, of course, with your work ethic, but sometimes, often too, with your money. Now, if you don't see it as valuable, okay, that's fine. But don't complain about it. If you want the service but don't want to pay the price, shut the hell up. This is what it is. I'm sorry, I'm kind of going on a rant right now. This turned into like being a motivational thing to probably not a motivational thing, but it just bothers me at times because I've worked with many gyms. I've worked for many gyms, and I've had people walk in and they're like, well, I want this. I don't want to pay for this though. It's like, well, sorry, bub. That's not how it works. Yet they're the same people that see this thing that costs multiple hundreds of dollars a month, and all you got to do is take it, and miraculously it might help you. And again, that's surface level success. That's all people want is surface level success. They want the cheap, easy way out. Cheap or easy way. Because again, if it's the easy way out, people have no problem opening their pocketbooks. But when you tell someone like, hey, it's going to take a couple $100s a month. It's going to take you coming here few times a week or every day. It's going to allow you to have to be in here for an hour or two a day. You're also going to have to do these things outside the gym for your health and your well-being, eating good foods, getting good sleep. And you're going to have to do that for years. That is how you get there. People don't like that answer. Therefore, when they see people successful putting prices on that success because they know it's truth, they know it's the work, they know it's successful, people that don't want to put in the work bitch at things like that. And that's just something that super, super frustrates me. But the thing is, at the end of the day, if you either do or you don't, it is up to you. It's your life. It's your money. You can spend it how you want. Just don't bitch about it. Now, it's funny I say that, like, don't bitch about it, yet I see people The only thing I usually bitch about is when I see something that I know is a scam or has a lot of fluff around it and is not very true. So I'm kind of eating my own words, right? Well, it's like, hey, I do truly believe that, guys. I do believe it's like, hey, if you want to spend multiple $100s a month for products, for your hair, for your body, for your skin, only to just waste your money, in my belief, then go for it. I'm not gonna downfall you. If it does what I said does earlier, if it makes you mentally happy, mentally satisfied, if it's something you can stay consistent with, even though it has surface level results, it doesn't have true results. If it keeps you happy, if it keeps you satisfied, and if it works in some minute way, then I'm for it. I'm not going to fault anyone for trying. I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to do anything like that. Usually when I'm complaining is because I know someone is collecting a paycheck off of people that are not well diversified and educated with this certain thing, and they're just wasting their money. So when I complain, it's because I care. It's because I want people to understand that it does take money, it does take time, but it's in the right context. It's in the right way. Don't waste your money on all these gimmicky, bullshit, stupid things that give you surface level results, help you stay satisfied in some degree, but then ultimately you're back to where you left off. And that's usually most of the time what happens with products, with services, with the quickie stuff. So my advice to you is, if it feels too good to be true, if it feels like it's easy, okay, it doesn't have to be extremely hard, but if you feel like it's with real ease that you can see the results that they're telling you, I'm going to say it's more likely bullshit. And they're just trying to collect a paycheck from you and get your money, whether they mean good by it or not. I will always be on the side of realism and truth and honesty and transparency, because I've dedicated my life to this kind of stuff. I've dedicated my career, in a sense, to helping people and educating people. And I didn't waste all this time just to take people's money for no reason. If I'm asking you for money for my service, it's because I know my service is worth something to you, and it's of value to you. And sometimes I won't even ask money. I will just give it to you, just like I'm doing now with this podcast. I'm not charging people for this stuff. I'm just telling you how it is, because I care, because I want you to have success and be in a good, healthy mindset in space, because I care. But like I said earlier, what I say, what I give to you, the plans I place, the advice I give or someone else gives, the things you find, the products, the services, okay, regardless, okay, if they're bullshit or not, okay, at any level, the only thing that's going to bring them true value is the work that you apply to it. Again, I can give you a blueprint. I can give you the how it's going to happen. It's up to you to then apply yourself to that how. Okay? This is how it's going to be done, but you still have to do it. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't let it drink. Okay? And nothing works unless you do. You don't fall to the top, you climb to it. These are all phrases of the same principle, that it's up to us. It is up to us to do the things that we have to do in order to see the results that we want to see. We need to get help along the way. We need to understand things along the way. We can't just follow blindly. Okay? Ask questions. Be concerning about things. Okay? I have no problem with people coming up to me and saying, I don't necessarily agree, or how is this done? I'm confused. You should be asking that, because that's telling you that you care and you want to know more. And I love when that happens. I love when athletes tell me that. I love when clients tell me that. I love when people tell me that. Because when they're asking questions, it means that they want to understand more, because they care more. So the more questions, okay, helps with the more understanding, which then helps you work better, okay, not even just harder, but more effective and more efficient, and then you can be where you want to be. But it all stems to nothing's going to work unless you do. And that's going to be today's episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Week 2, okay, I'm trying this weekly thing. Like I said last week, I want to be consistent. Another disclaimer, this is probably my 3rd time trying to record this thing. I get about 5-10 minutes in, I get frustrated or I get kind of lost, and then I have to redo it. But hopefully this turned out well. And if it did, please reach out to me like you guys have been. I really, really appreciate it. I love it. I want to be here for you guys. So if you guys got questions, if you got suggestions on podcast topics or things you want to hear from me, please let me know. Reach out to me. Again, like I said before, comment, follow, share, do all the things on social media that you got to do to help this place grow. And we're going to go together because, guys, this life, it is an adventure that needs to be taken, and not just taken, but taken together. So let's take this journey together, guys. I appreciate you. We'll see you on the next one.